To talk about this storm system that went through, not affecting everybody, but a lot of folks took pictures of it. So we have a few pictures to start out on our weather minds from our storm coverage tonight. So thank you for sharing that. Lots of obviously towering cumulus clouds, the line of storms rumbling through. And Rachel, former intern of mine, meteorologist, thank you for that. And this is from the Weatherlies, and this actually happened in Hammond. And this was some of those little systems that were rotating around. This one did not touch down, thankfully. But bottom line, it was quite a night in many parts of Minnesota and western Wisconsin. So this is interesting. Meteorologist Laura Betker gathered some information. We've had 37 severe weather days in Minnesota. That includes all the days that had wind, hail, or tornado reports. Severe winds, that is, of course. Wisconsin had 28, by the way. The average annual days of severe weather is 25. So we're 12 over that here in late September, hopefully one of our last severe days. And the most active month was June, which is basically what it should be. That's typically the month that is the most active.